Check out the crust. Look inside of there. Oh my god. Hey Jefe, this is Birrai. Welcome to the How To, the channel where we talk about the things that you're not taught at school in 2 steps. Like, did you hear the joke about the butter? Nah, I'm not gonna tell you. You're just gonna spread it around. Anyway, today we're gonna be talking about how to make a pizza under $4. Yeah! Step number 1, you need to create the dough. Step number 2, you need to get down with the toppings. Wait, where are they? Alright guys, the first thing you need warm water. So I'm gonna grab this 1 cup of warm water right here, and I am going to put it in the microwave for just 1 minute. So while the water is warming up, I want to introduce you to the ingredients that we need for the dough. First, we need the flour. Now you should use bread flour, but I use all-purpose because I'm just a rebel. What can you do? Now you're gonna need salt, sugar, olive oil, and olive spray. I use coconut because I'm fancy dandy. What can I do, man? Oh yeah, and don't forget about the yeast. That's the most important part, yo. So those are the ingredients that you need for the dough. And soon our water, oh, there it is. Let me get that water. So here you have the warm water, 1 cup of warm water. You wanna add it to a bowl where you're gonna mix the ingredients. Next, you are going to add 1 teaspoon of salt. Next, you'll want to add a teaspoon of sugar. Next, you're gonna use 2 spoons of olive oil. But if you don't have olive oil, you can just use regular oil. And lastly, you're gonna want to use the dry yeast. Now you mix all that together and make sure that it's pretty mixed with all the ingredients, that everything is nice and good. I feel like a witch. And once everything is mixed right, you need to let it sit for a good 5 minutes. Alright, so after 5 minutes have passed, what you're gonna do, you are gonna put in a cup of cold water. After that, what you want to do is add 5 1/4 cups of flour. Once everything is in, it's mixing time. Now that the dough is strong and hard to mix, that's where the fun really starts. Now we're about to flour the table, and the dough will not stick to the table in that way. Make sure you clean the table before you do this. That should be enough. So let's bring the dough out. Come on, you sticky monster. Now that the dough is in the table, you wanna add a little more flour on top. And you want to start mixing it. Make sure that there's no crumbs in it. So the way that what you want to do this is to always bend it close to you and slide outwards. So you bend it close to you and slide outwards. That way you make sure that there's no crumbs on the dough. Make sure to keep on flouring the table as long as you need it. If you feel like it's sticking out to the table, don't wait. Just do it. Once you've mixed it for about 5 to 8 minutes and it's all consistent, there's no crazy things coming out of it, you want to make a ball out of it. After you make a ball, you're gonna make sure that you flour it up so it doesn't get sticky, and you're going to want to cut it in half with a knife. After you cut it out, make sure you put flour on the other sides that you just cut so it doesn't get sticky, and make sure you get those balls very nice and round. Once you do that, you want to add some flour to a container where you're going to be storing them, and you're going to grab your balls and you're going to put them in the container. After that, you're going to let the yeast rise the dough. So what you want to do is cover the container and put it in the fridge for a good 2 hours. Hi guys, welcome back. Now that we have the dough rested up for a couple of hours in the fridge, we're gonna grab one of these dough balls and make sure that you flour your surface quite well. And this is when you grab your roll and you start messing it up. Make sure that your roll is also flour it up so it doesn't get sticky. And what you want to do is to always roll it towards the outside. Turn, roll towards the outside. Turn, roll towards the outside. Now that it's all nice and spread out, you're going to want to grab your pan and with your spray, you're gonna give it a light spray and you're gonna grab the pizza dough. And once you have those mozzarella sticks, you're gonna put them all around the pizza. Once you have that very well placed, you're going to grab the excess dough and you're gonna bring it over and you're gonna seal the mozzarella inside. Don't worry too much about sealing it right now because you're like putting it over. So what I like to do is like to press down on the dough. In some spaces you will find that the dough just breaks. It's fine. And once that's over, it should look something like this. So while you're doing the toppings and setting everything up with the pizza, you want to make sure that you're preheating the oven to 500. So the first thing you want to do is get your sauce all the way in. Yeah! I like my pizza very saucy. So the next thing you want to do, I like to add this mozzarella string whips because they're like kind of thicker than the regular mozzarella cuts. So once they melt and you bite them, it's like you're in cheese heaven. On top of that, I am gonna add more mozzarella because that's just how I like. So I like my pizza very cheesy. What do you guys think? You like it? I don't. We need more. So next thing, you're gonna add the pepperoni, and since I am home, I can be very, very generous with the pepperoni. Don't you hate when you go to the pizza places and they're like, you like pepperoni? Yes. There you go. No! Give me more pepperoni! Come on, man. Stop being cheap. I like my pepperoni. Now your pizza is ready to hit the oven. So the best thing about homemade pizza is that you can make half pizza pepperoni, half pizza cheese. You get 2 pizzas for the price of 1. Anyways, now that the oven is heated and the pizza is done, I'm gonna take this beautiful baby to the oven. Now you're gonna wanna put this there. Right in the middle. Alright, now the pizza is in the oven and we need to wait a good 9 to 14 minutes so it gets ready and crispy and all sweet and juicy. See you in 14 minutes, or 9, or 10, or 12. Pizza is ready now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I am in love. Look at this masterpiece. Look at that steam coming out of that marvelous beauty. Okay, I'm going for the cut. And there you have it. Yeah. Look at that pizza. But wait, here comes the best part. Check out the crust. Look inside of there. Oh my god. It's fluffy, crunchy, cheesy. It's everything you want on a pizza and then some more. Alright guys, quick recap. Step number 1, create the dough. Remember, you can use bread flour, or if you're a rebel like me, you can use all-purpose flour because that's just how I roll. Step number 2, get down with the toppings. Remember, you can use pepperoni, mushroom, pineapple, insert other toppings here, anything you want. Just customize it the way you want. Anyway guys, this is everything for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed the comments, questions, or suggestions that you're gonna make in the future. I can see the future, I know. And you posted them below. We'll be releasing new content every week. If you like, please share and subscribe. And until Santa, you've been good this year if you send me a slice of pizza. Once again, this is B-Rai from The How To. Have a nice week. And send me some pizza. Do it again. Come on.